Hello again, and today I'm going to be talking about the Carb Nite solution, which allows you to maximize your fat loss while maintaining your muscle mass at the same time. Who's it for? It's for anyone who wants to lose fat. It could be for someone who wants to lose 50 pounds of fat fast, or someone that needs to lose those last 10 pounds of fat. It will just it will maximize your fat loss, like I said earlier. Um, how does it work? The Carb Nite solution is very basic and easy to follow. It has 4 steps. Hold on a sec. Someone was texting me. Sorry about that. It has 4 steps. The first step is that you're supposed to cut back your carbs back to 30 grams or less every day for the first 10 days. The second step is on your 10th day, you want to have a big carb-loaded dinner, just one meal. One meal, like a dinner. Let's say you want to go out to eat to a restaurant that you haven't been to in for a while. You can have whatever you want. And the reason why this is important to do it is to make sure that your body does not plateau for fat loss. If you have your body on low carbs for too long, it will plateau and your fat loss will stop. Okay, the next step is the next morning after your carb night, you want to return to the 30 grams of carbs per day. And you'll do that for another week, and then you have a carb-loaded meal, and you continue doing that process until you've reached your ideal weight. Once you've reached your ideal weight, there's other options you can do for putting on muscle, such as Renegade Diet or carb backloading. I'll leave the links below, and I'll do other videos on those. Why you would want to consider buying the book. The book gives a lot of very valuable, insightful information. It's thoroughly referenced, and it flat out works. It also provides a lot of low carb recipes. At first, I was turned off to the low carb diet, but when I saw this book and I saw that the recipes that it offered, my perspective changed, and just I couldn't ignore the results that people were having. So now a lot of people may ask the question, well, am I going to lose strength on a low carb diet? No, you won't. You may not put any muscle on, or if you do, it'll be a very small amount. But if you don't want to lose any strength, you have to follow it correctly. Don't go too long of fasting periods. The longest I do is like 24 hours. If you do longer than 24 hours, you're gonna lose fat, or you're gonna lose muscle. You want to lose a lot of fat. How fast will you lose fat? It depends on how much body fat you have. I have a good amount of body fat to lose. I've lost up to a pound and a half in one day. Not always that much, but that's the most I've lost in one day. But those are, but I do extreme fastings. Like for instance, I do 2 24-hour fasts per week. I normally do those on the days that I don't do lifting. The day I just do high intensity cardio. The advantage of it is that it's, like I mentioned before, it's the most rapid fat loss option out there that I've found. Disadvantages for it, it's tough. Going from eating carbs on a regular basis down to a real low carb deficit, it's hard. But the recipes that are in the book, it makes it easier on you. I would recommend doing smaller amounts of fasting or shorter periods of fasting at first, so you allow your body to get used to it, and then increase the fasting period. But you really don't want to go longer than 24 hours. Another disadvantage is that sometimes it can be socially awkward for going out to meals and stuff. But when you do go out to meals, try to make them to be like on the Carb Nites. Then you can just eat whatever you want. And the last disadvantage is that it can be expensive unless you plan ahead. But that's like anything you eat. If you don't plan ahead, then you're gonna spend more money. So just plan ahead. And that's basically the end of the video. I hope you liked what I talked about. If you liked the topic, please leave me a comment or two. Like the video. Leave me a. I already said leave me a comment. Subscribe to the channel and connect with me with my other social media profiles. I'll leave the links below. And thanks for watching.